Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So, welcome for all of the listener. We are going to have a debate today with a statement of freedom of speech brings more good than harm. Let's hear the opinion from the both side, which is from the government and from the opposition.
Assalamualaikum and hello. My name is Syahir bin Syed BUSU. So I'm gonna say that freedom of speech bring more good than harm. My main point is because it promotes democracy and accountability. First, it will inform the citizenry. In a democratic society, citizens are expected to make informed decisions about their leaders, policies, and laws. Freedom of speech ensures that people have access to a wide range of information, viewpoints, and criticism, enabling them to form their own opinions. This diverse flow of ideas is essential for voters to make decisions based on facts, not just propaganda or biased narrative. So the second is checks on power. In a democracy, elected officials and government institutions should be accountable to the people. When people can freely criticize the government, express dissenting opinions, and expose corruption or mismanagement, it becomes harder for those in power to act with impunity. So that's all from me from the agri side. Thank you.
Thank you, Government One, for the opinion given. So I do agree with you that freedom of speech is indeed a cornerstone of democracy, but also comes with significant responsibilities. For democracy to function effectively, citizens need access to accurate information to make informed decisions. So I have to disagree with the statement that freedom of speech brings more good than harm, because in my opinion, the rapid dissemination of information can often lead to the spread of falsehoods. Social media platforms, blogs, and various online forums allow anyone to share their thoughts, regardless of their accuracy. This creates an environment where misleading information can gain traction and influence public opinion. Moreover, misinformation can polarize communities, eroding trust in institutions and creating division. That's all for me.
Thank you for the opposition one. You might be right about the spread of the misinformation and the falsehood, but sometimes the information can be true and sometimes the information will give the some clue for the all of the side. I'm agree with the statement that the freedom of speech bring more good than harm because it will give the people to protect their individual rights because free expression is a core of the human right. It allows the individual to express their identity, belief, values without the fear of the repression. Moreover, the individual right will respect for the each of the rooted ethical principles like human dignity and equality. Each person's autonomy is essential for the just society. That's all for me.
Thanks, Government 2, for your opinion. I agree with you that freedom of speech can protect individual rights, but nowadays people making a bad use of it. I disagree with the statement freedom of speech can bring more good than harm because freedom of speech can impact one's mental health. Cyberbullying is one of the reasons. Social media and gaming platforms are often used to target individuals with mean comments, insults, or threats. This form of bullying is so bad since it follows victims into their private space via their devices. Besides that, harassment is another problem, especially in games or online platforms like Mobile Legends, Call of Duty, and PUBG, where players may use inappropriate language or target others based on their gender or skill level. Victims of cyberbullying and harassment can develop severe anxiety and feeling judgment. Over time, this may lead to social withdrawal and a sense of isolation towards harmful behaviors, including self harm or suicide. That's all from me.
So we have become to the conclusion. So in conclusion, freedom of speech creates a system where government actions are transparent and open to criticism. Citizens can actively participate in a democratic process, and any potential abuse of power can be identified and addressed. Without this freedom, democracy risks being undermined, as it will be difficult to challenge or question the authority of those in power. So that's all the conclusion. Thank you.
Thank you to both team and their companion agreements. We have heard perspective of the importance of freedom of speech and the potential harm it can bring. Now it's time for the audience to consider which side they find more persuasive. Thank you for joining us today.